Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
That incredible performance was from Skylar Cole, singing our national anthem. Hi everyone, time to get into it. NBA action on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and we'll have David Aldridge filling us in from the sideline. Here's a look at some of the stats for Aaron Gordon.
And in the last 5 games, he's made a bunch of hustle plays on the glass more than anywhere else. His rebounding totals in these games shows a dramatic increase from his numbers during the rest of the season.
Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. The small and power forwards are Porter and Gordon. Caldwell Pope out there with Jackson, and it's Jokic in at the center position. And for the Pelicans, Ingram at the 3 with Williamson playing the 4. Hawkins is out there with Herbert Jones. And it's Valanciunas in at the center, locking down the middle. As a player, what's your main focus in these early stages of the season, Clark?
You know, Kevin, I think the biggest thing is just building chemistry, getting a level of comfort with one another, learning tendencies and preferences. Chemistry is the key at this time of the season.
So the Pelicans win the tip. Williamson in the post. He's against Gordon. Count it.
And this team encourages Zion to be assertive inside. They know how skilled and overpowering he can be.
Now here's Jackson. Over in the corner, Caldwell Pope. And it's off from three-point range. And here's New Orleans now. Here's Ingram. Second chance shot. He can't get that one. Good defense by Jokic. Outside Gordon. Pass to Jokic. Over Valanciunas. Valanciunas grabs the board. For New Orleans, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. With New Orleans, GA, you have to feel like the talent is there.
It is, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They've won 50 games in a season only once in their history. You can't have playoff success until you prove you can survive the rigors of the regular season.
Jones, no luck. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for Denver. They come into this having outplayed the Clippers last game.
And guys, they walked into the arena with a certain kind of swagger, and we really saw it play out on the offensive end.
And, you know, confidence is key there. They seem to play with a ton of it, especially on the offensive end. You know, currently they're just 1 of 5 from the field. That's not going to get it done.
Porter finds Jokic. Over Valanciunas. The Nuggets with another miss.
You know, that's a quick 0 for 4 now. At what point do you call a timeout and reset?
Valanciunas with a screen on Jackson. Pass to Hawkins. Jones with it. Here's Williamson. Caldwell Pope with some nice D. Porter looking it over. Gordon with the screen for Caldwell Pope. It's Porter outside. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
You know, I think this is a shot Porter Jr. has to continue to knock down, because after all, he's out there to stretch the floor, so he's got to cash in from there.
Timeout is called, first of the game for the Pelicans.
Attention fans, now on the court, it's your...
And they are top half of the league in terms of defensive field goal percentage. The hopes is that they can continue to improve in that area.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Pass to Valanciunas. Now Hawkins. Low block shot on the way, and it's sent back by Jokic. An even 3-on-3 break. Caldwell Pope finds Porter. Here's Jokic. Buries him from about 10 feet away.
I don't know if this is one of Jokic's preferred spots, but his smooth stroke allows him to cash in from anywhere.
And Clark, it's not often you see the blend of size and shooting touch for a player like Michael Porter Jr. He is pretty rare.
And, you know, he's got great range in addition to that quick, high release, and all of that makes it harder for defenders to close out effectively on him. There's a reason he's well over 40% from long range for his career.
Outside Jackson, the Nuggets moving the ball around. Jokic kicks to Porter. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
Well, you know, on the inside, Porter is a very skilled player. He understands that you've got to be multi-dimensional, a lot of versatility to your game to be effective inside.
Now here's Ingram, still without a basket. Williamson against Gordon. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Ingram. The shot will not fall. Nice D from Porter. On the wing, Jackson. He's covered by Hawkins. And the pass to Jokic. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
Jokic doing a really good job that time, concentrating and maintaining his balance despite being fouled.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And he buried a bunch of shots from the stripe in that last game.
And one look at the box score will confirm that. You know, even in games where he hasn't been at his best this season, I mean, he still managed to get it done at the charity stripe when he gets his opportunities.
Greg, no secret, this Nuggets offense revolves around the 2-time MVP, Nikola Jokic.
He's the driving force, no doubt. But Kevin, they've done a good job surrounding him with the right kind of players, guys that can defend, shoot, and play without the ball.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. The free throw drops for Lewis. That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
Already a very confident player, knocking down those free throws only fuels that.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Passes it to Gillespie. Here's Brown. Jokic inside. He's covered by Zeller.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
There's Williamson with the 3. And so the first quarter is in the books. Nuggets lead by 4. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from New Orleans. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And when you consider how Denver is doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, look at the energy, the effort defensively. They put it all out there in that opening quarter.
Zion Williamson is out there with Cody Zeller. Then it's Daniels. Then it's Lewis. And it's Marshall in at the small forward. That's the Pelicans 5 as we get into the second quarter. Here's Lewis following the basket by Jokic. Over in the corner, Marshall. Lewis outside. Shot left block. The shot misses. Good defense by Jokic. Pass to Brown. Over Marshall. Pelicans with the rebound. Last game against the Nuggets, they lost in the Mile High City.
Total embarrassment. I was shocked at how poorly they played. I think they were shocked.
Yeah, and you know, those losses really hurt when you can't get anything going your way, everything's going against you. Very frustrating.
When he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for them.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
And you know, those second chance opportunities can be game changers. He represents so much value to this team because of what he does.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Thank you, Kevin. Now, some people play with a chip on their shoulder, feeling they don't get enough recognition. I can tell you that's not Nikola Jokic. Nuggets coach Michael Malone said he's not going to bed at night wondering why no one's talking about him. He doesn't care. He's reading his books on horses. We're winning games, and he's happy. If he's happy, I'm happy. Kevin, I'm happy too.
You've always been happy, DA. Hey, thanks. That was good stuff. Appreciate the report. Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over. New Orleans making some changes here. Valanciunas comes in for Cody Zeller, and Hawkins subbed in for Lewis. Clark, these days, especially in the playoffs, any weak link defensively gets exposed.
Yeah, well, you're going against the same opponent. So whatever area that you're weak in, that's going to be exposed. Specialists can get a few more minutes during the regular season, but in the postseason, hey, every possession extremely valuable, and you're trying to have the players on the floor that give you the best chance to win at the highest level.
No good from Valanciunas.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over.
A nice shot by Brown.
Yeah, and their shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
Yeah, and it should help them increase their separation here. I mean, this has been an impressive offensive output.
Here is Daniels. Denver getting their last shot to go. Here's Valanciunas, and a good offensive board, and he gets the bucket.
And one way Valanciunas generates offense, using that big body to snare the board and keep the play alive.
Jackson, and it goes down 2 points. Jackson's got the lead up to 6 now for the Nuggets.
And, you know, he's not usually the guy to break out the crossover. Worked for him that time, but I'm not sure I would be doing that consistently.
Now here's Williamson. And he gets the bucket. Williamson's got 6.
Yeah, and quick and shifty there off the bounce. Fluid with that shot motion as well. Williamson continues to impress.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Nuggets. New Orleans making some changes here. Brandon Ingram, he's checked in for Najee Marshall. And it's Herbert Jones in for Dyson Daniel. Here's Jackson. Boy, was he something else against the Clippers. Count that bucket.
And the lead should be safe if they can keep shooting the basketball like this.
Yeah, they're cracking. Absolutely cracking and looking to pad that lead.
You know, you really have to respect workhorses like Reggie Jackson, Clark. He is something else.
Yeah, I think he brings everything in his package that you want in a veteran guard. He's reliable on the court. He's a professional off of it. And he elevates your team's basketball IQ, too. He's a smart player.
Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Nuggets.
And they've set the tone from the jump. They're looking to pound it inside and score in the paint.
Cultivating a lot of assists right now, which is beautiful to see. Love the way they're working that ball around.
Dyson Daniels checked in for New Orleans. It's tipped. Jones against Caldwell Pope. Pass to Porter. That's good, and he's now 3 for 4 from the field.
Sweet move by Porter Jr. Getting around the contact and finding the hoop.
Now here's Ingram. He had 25 points in the win against Dallas. A three-pointer, no good. The Nuggets leading by 7. Now the pass to Najee. Gordon kicks to Porter. And last season saw the retirement of former Nugget great and future Hall of Famer Carmelo Anthony Clark. He was one for the ages.
And you can't overlook the impact he had, Kevin, and I agree with you. One for the ages as a rookie, helping them break an 8-year playoff drought, and he never missed the postseason in his 7+ years in Denver.
And, you know, when Porter Jr. is healthy, I mean, he's got a lot of game. This guy is versatile. He's got good size. He's a multi-dimensional talent.
The Nuggets making a switch here. Jokic is checked in.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
Boy, it certainly appears to be the case. I mean, they've spent a lot of time at the foul line this quarter, and that's the result of attacking the rim and being physical.
And that's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. That is his first foul of the game. Jones looking for an opening. New Orleans moving the ball around. 6 to shoot. Daniel from outside. It's hauled in by Jokic. Jokic has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Gordon kicks to Jokic. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Jackson passes to Caldwell Pope. Jokic inside. Working on Jones. And it's Jokic missing.
Boy, that's a look he has to finish, and he knows it. Blown opportunity.
And here is Ingram. Puts up a deep three. And the last second attempt doesn't fall.
Commendable effort that time by Gordon on the defensive end. Really makes the extra effort to get to the shot.
And so it's the Denver Nuggets ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing today. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks a lot, guys. With Mike Malone, as the second half approaches, Coach, what are you looking for?
Execution, pace and purpose with everything that we do, and making sure that when we call a set, we know what we're trying to accomplish and get the ball to where our players can be effective.
We'll see if they can fix that in the second half. Thanks, Coach. Back to you.
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break.
It is a wonderful night for basketball and a wonderful time to get a quick, wonderful rundown of how the wonderful West looks early on in this wonderful season. Is that too many wonderfuls?
No, you're wonderful. Looking at the Nuggets, this team wants to do big things, Shaq-sized things, and I gotta say they're looking almost as dominant as Kenny.
Easy, big fella, but I gotta say, they are making it look easy, here in this early part of the season at least. And we come back to the game at hand. In the first half, plenty to like for the Nuggets.
Well, they got high percentage looks that led to a lot of points. Take it from me. That kind of scoring adds a bunch of zeros to the end of your next contract, so keep going inside.
The Shaq-tastic formula to winning games. That'll do it for our show tonight. Thanks for joining us, and we'll send you back to Kevin Harlan for more hoops action.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. Really an incredible game from Michael Porter.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
You know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
So on the floor for Denver, sharing the wing spots, it's Caldwell Pope and Porter. Underneath in the post, it's Gordon and Jokic. And it's Jackson in at the point.
You know, Ingram is quiet about the work he puts in after practice and before games. This is a guy who just never stops trying to improve, though, and that's shown up in how he's grown as a player.
Hands it from downtown. Ingram's got 6.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Brandon Ingram's work ethic has made him an all-star. He was in the Pelicans facility so much they banned him on off days. He said, "I hate it, but I use those off days to visualize the game." So what is he like? He says being called out. Players at this level think they're above that. Kevin?
Not him. Hey, David, thanks. And here is Williamson, following the three-pointer by Jokic. There is no question, Greg, this Pelicans roster has the talent to at least be a playoff contender every year.
No doubt a contender. Their problem has been staying healthy. They have a big three, but Ingram and Williamson didn't play in half the games during that 22-23 campaign.
Now Hawkins hasn't made one yet. Outside, Jones. Inside. And the shot is good. The Denver lead has been cut down to 8 on the bucket from Hawkins.
Man, what a pass that was there. He really, really relishes making the game easier for his teammates.
Gordon with the screen for Jackson. Lob pass to Gordon, and it's Gordon finishing it off.
Well, I like the fact that Gordon shows you nice skill there in picking apart the defense on the screen and roll.
New Orleans has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Jackson against Hawkins. He dishes it to Williamson. It's Hawkins on the wing. Plays it up and banks it in. Hawkins has got 4 points this quarter. Here's Jackson. He's got 5. Outside Gordon. Passes it to Caldwell Pope. Jokic against Valanciunas. Outside Gordon. He kicks to Caldwell Pope. Jones against Porter. There's Jackson with the 3. And Jones pulls it down. Pelicans trail by 8. Hawkins with it. The scoring numbers have been solid for him. He's averaging just under 14 points a game. Pass to Valanciunas. In the corner, it's Ingram. Jones in the post, guarded by Porter. Valanciunas, good.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. Tyson Daniels checked in for the Pelicans. And a switcher also for Denver. Najee's checked in. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for Denver. They've led by as much as 10. Caldwell Pope outside. Denver passing it around. They set the pick. Here's Jackson. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. Valanciunas has got 6 rebounds in the game. Ingram with it. Guarded now by Jackson. Ingram against Jackson. Baseline try. And the dunk by Valanciunas.
And it's not everybody who needs hops to finish at the rim. Valanciunas just needs to be an arm's length of the bucket to throw it down.
Now here's Jackson. He's got 5. Up top Porter. He's covered by Ingram. Pelicans trail by 4. Here's Williamson, and Williamson throws it down.
I'll tell you, they're right in this. We'll see if they can maintain momentum.
Well, it starts with defense. They got some stops, scored some buckets after that, and now we've got ourselves a ball game.
The kick out to Porter. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Jackson's got 4 assists now tonight.
Well, the mechanics of Porter Jr.'s shot are just so efficient. Almost automatic. Gets the ball and puts it right up into the shooting pocket.
Now here's Ingram. He's got 6. Valanciunas, good.
And after a rough first half, they're finally finding the nice groove here.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. There's the pick. On the wing, Gordon. Back to Jackson. Gordon with a screen on Hawkins. Top pass to Gordon, and it's Gordon finishing it off.
Nobody does it better than Gordon on the alley-oop. Boom!
Here's Ingram. Fires away from outside. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Nuggets ahead. They're up by 5. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling right here on 2K Sports. And a chance to check in on what the coach said during that last timeout.
We have to make a stand defensively, fellas, okay? We're not going to be able to outscore them the whole night. We got to get defense into the game.
Well, Mike Malone, a defense-first coach, certainly pleading for more of an effort on the defensive end.
And Kevin, it just hadn't been here tonight. Coach doesn't sound happy at all.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. We've got Zeller. Lewis is out there with Daniels. Then there's Williamson. And it's Marshall in at the 3 spot. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. Now, here's Jokic. Over Zeller. Jokic so good in traffic.
And right now, Jokic has it going on. He's doing whatever he wants to out there.
Williamson in the post. He's covered by Watson. Count it, and the Nugget lead has been cut to just 5 on the basket from Williamson. Here's Gillespie. Kicks to Watson. Over Williamson. Watson's shot is off.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
We've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
Jokic with a screen on Lewis. They get it again. Second shot opportunity. Things getting physical, but Jokic hammers it out and wins.
Savvy, size, length, strength, touch. Jokic a load down on the blocks.
Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over. And with the fourth quarter push coming up here, the coach going over the game plan, and these players rehydrating themselves with Gatorade, recharging their bodies, refocusing their minds, and getting that strategy down to close out the game. Hawkins checked in for Lewis. Aaron Gordon, he's checking in for the Nuggets. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. Willie Green had some words for his team during the break. Now, he begged his guys to get after it on the break. He said, let's keep up the tempo, guys. You know how dangerous we are on the break. Be confident with the ball. Take risks. Move it, guys.
Okay, David, thanks. And it's Gordon finishing it off.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there.
Well, I tell you what, guys, this is really getting close to being real ugly.
Pelicans trail by 7. Hawkins passes to Marshall. He kicks to Williamson. No good on the 3. Denver's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Pass to Jokic. Here's Strother. He's covered by Daniels. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. 5 on the clock. Here's Gillespie. And again, Denver with the triple.
The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
They look pretty demoralized to me, and that always shows through at the defensive end first.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. New Orleans making some changes here. Jonas Valanciunas, he's checked in for Zeller. Brandon Ingram comes in for Marshall. And Jones subbed in for Daniels. Now here's Ingram. His 3-pointers off the mark.
And that shot isn't the one they should be taking if they want to make this comeback happen.
Gillespie, the pass to Gordon. Jokic kicks to Gordon. Jokic, no good. And Ingram has got the ball here for the New Orleans Pelicans, trailing by 10. Goes straight to the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. It's going to be on Jokic.
Hey, I know Ingram looks a little wispy and light, but his strength is deceptive.
A minute 42 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Jackson against Hawkins. Jackson passes to Jokic. Caldwell Pope outside. Gordon with it. And then Gordon with the dunk.
It's never easy in the NBA, folks. I mean, great job by Gordon to just dismiss the contact and still score.
Now here's Ingram. Valanciunas with a screen on Porter. Here's Ingram. It's hauled in by the Nuggets.
Boy, he's got to be disappointed in the result there. I mean, the defender really didn't make any impact at all.
Jackson kicks to Caldwell Pope. And again, Denver with the triple.
And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for Denver.
Tonight, they seem committed to the three-point shot.
That was the bread and butter. Fortunately, they made enough of those, but sometimes it was quantity over quality.
And an important milestone for them tonight as they pick up win number 10.
And they've taken control of the season series. This brings them to 2-0 with one game left against this squad.
And believe you me, they'll be gunning for the sweep in that third meeting.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Jokic.
Boy, I liked how he mixed it up on the glass. Wasn't afraid to get in there and do the dirty work. Showed some real grit and toughness tonight.
And Jackson certainly doesn't lack confidence. A speedy guard who can fill it up in no time.
To the inside.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
We've got 28 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And there's the pass to Ryan. Now Zeller. Lewis outside. To end the run. That shot off. So it's the Nuggets winning this one easily. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, gee, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, guys. Aaron, big night offensively. What is clicking for everyone right now?
We're just moving the ball. We're moving the ball, and that's a big part of our offense, making sure the ball doesn't stick and then people making shots.
It was really flowing tonight, man. Congrats on the win. Back to you.
Thank you, David. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. As we leave you with our New Balance Player of the Game, Nikola Jokic.
Make your hell gaming.